Okay, so I fixed my tripod. I don't know, I deleted the other, like the previous, like little stream, because I was having like technical difficulties with my tripod, but I fixed it, found some crazy glue. I brought the crazy glue here just in case it messes up again. But today we're going to be recreating the green look that I wore in the July favorites video that I did, using the Kat Von D Serpentina palette, the Too Faced Pretty Rebel palette, and the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. I also am going to be using the pigment from the Serpentina palette as well as the main like lid color. And before my tripod was giving me grief, I had put some glitter glue on my eyes, and then I was using this shade called Charming, just like a matte brown from the Pretty Rebel palette, and blending it out into the crease. So I'm going to continue doing that while we chit-chat. I'm so glad that I found that crazy glue because it seems to be working, not even just for this stream, but for just any time I need to use my tripod in general. So yeah. So I popped some of that glitter primer or glitter glue from NYX on my lid. So it's kind of making my crease look a little bit patchy right now, but it's gonna get better, so don't worry about it. You actually don't even really need this palette in particular, because I know this would, well, actually, they're all kind of like limited edition palettes, but I know this one came out like years ago. You really only just need a matte brown and a hot pink. So, and this hot pink actually is in the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, so you do have that as well. So yeah, so I blended that Charming shade into the crease. Now I'm going to take the Kat Von D pigment from the Serpentina palette, and some setting spray. This is just going to be the NYX matte finish setting spray. I'm going to tap some of this pigment into the lid. This is actually the shade Profit from the palette. It's the only pigment that comes in the palette, but, you know, I'll tell you the name. And I'm going to take a flat shader brush from, this one is from e.l.f. And I'm just going to wet the brush and dip into some of this pigment. I love this color. You can see that it's there on the brush. And just apply that to my eyelid. Oh my god, I love this color so much. And I'm going to keep it to the inner 2/3. I'm going to leave this outer portion open for the darker color that's going to go there. When I did this look before, I brought it all the way over the lid, and it was kind of more difficult to get the darker color to blend out with the metallic underneath. So I'm just going to go ahead and pat that on. So yeah, if you watched my my vlog from yesterday, or I guess today, because I uploaded it overnight, you would have seen that I was going to the gym yesterday with my friend. I actually wound up joining that Planet Fitness. I'm gonna give it like a month just to see if I like actually use the membership. If I don't, then obviously I'm gonna cancel it. But I got like the black card membership, I guess, which allows for like free tanning and massages, and they're open 24 hours. So I'm like, massages at any time of the night? Shoot, sign me up. But I'll have to really see like if you have to make appointments for that, or if you can just like walk in. For tanning, like my friend just walked in, but I'm assuming for the massages it's different. So yeah, so then we're going to go into the Serpentina palette, and I'm going to take the shade Ankh, which is this dark, like brownish with glitter color. And I'm going to take, all my brushes are clean, so I'm like, which one do I dirty? I'm going to take this brush from Vasanti. It's just a like kind of pointed crease brush. And I'm going to dip into that color and just kind of start blending it out on the outer portion. This will kind of add that depth that we want into the look. So I'm actually doing this makeup because, like I said in that vlog, I'm going over to my cousin's house today to do her like engagement photo shoot makeup. I'm kind of nervous, kind of, you know, like she had texted me today seeing if I wanted, like if I was sure that I wanted to do it or whatever. And I was like, it's fine. Like, I already told you that I'm going to do it, you know, for you. But still, I'm kind of, like, scared. But my mom was all like, this is your first step into, you know, makeup artist life. Not that I, like, want to super, like, become a makeup artist, but, like, everybody feels like I should. Like, everybody in my personal life is like, oh, you should become one, or you should go to school and, like, learn more about it and stuff. And I don't know. I might still consider at least, like, the schooling option. And don't worry if it looks crazy right now. I'm gonna clean it up after. But yeah, so I'm gonna take this on the other side. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm going to be going to her house for her shoot. I have a feeling it's just going to be her fiance and the photographer or whoever is doing the shoot. I don't know. This is not probably the right brush. I should have used my MAC 217. I think I am going to use that. I'm swapping brushes, guys, because it's kind of looking a little crazy. This is a better blending brush. This is the MAC 217. I'm going to dip into the color. This brush is kind of like my secret weapon. Like, every time I'm having trouble blending anything, I'm like, bring in the MAC 217. But I need to really get, like, either some more brushes like this or something. Speaking of MAC, did anybody go to the free lipstick day or whatever that they had going on? I know my sister and I did. I wanted to. I dragged my sister along with me. My sister's not into makeup, like, at all. So she really was, like, you know, amazed at how many people actually were, like, interested and were there. Because she doesn't understand the love that people have for makeup and how awesome getting a free MAC lipstick is. But I thought that it was going to be, like, all the colors. If I would have known that it was only, like, a select few that it seemed like, you know, colors they were trying to get rid of, I probably wouldn't have gone. Because I got, like a purpley blue color. Oh my god, this looks crazy right now. I'm going to take a clean brush and just kind of blend out those edges. But yeah, I got, like, a purpley blue color. My sister got a royal blue lipstick. But they had, like, greens and, you know, I wished they would have had a purple. They didn't really have any purple colors, because that would have been what I would go for more. But they did not have that. So I'm going to go in with the Pretty Rebel palette again, and I'm going to take some of this Totally Fetch shade, which is the hot pink. And I'm just going to take it on, let's see. I think I'm going to wipe off the brush that I used for that matte brown. And I'm going to just use this same brush. I'm going to dip into some of that pink. And then just kind of carry it along the edges. I love the combination of this like neon green with this like hot pink color. Even though, I don't know, it looks kind of crazy. When I first did this look, I was doing it for work because I normally get ready and then, you know, get ready for work, and then if I have time to kill, I'll like film a video before work. So when I first was doing this look, I was just like, this looks so like almost drag queeny for work. But everybody liked it. I actually got stopped by like a ton of customers and was just like, you know, like, are you a makeup artist? It looks so good. I actually even got stopped by like an 8 or 9-year-old boy who told me that my makeup was poppin'. And so I really thought that was kind of cool. I love how like more guys are getting into makeup. You know, I just think that's cool that something that was kind of taboo for men to do. Like, I love that they are, you know, finally being able to openly express themselves. I find makeup's like super fun, and I don't know how I would feel if I was like, you know, told like, oh no, you can't do that. That's not, you know, for you. It's the same as if like, you know, somebody was telling a girl, you know, that's for guys only. Sorry. Like, okay, let's clean this up a little bit so we can actually see what we're working with. I'm going to take a makeup wipe and just go like underneath the eyes to wipe away any fallout, because I feel like it looks crazy right now, but I feel like once we wipe away and like clean up the edges a little, it's gonna look less crazy, especially on this eye, because there wasn't that much over here. So okay, I think the stream stopped. Hopefully it resumed itself where it left off. It looks like it did, at least, you know, in the timing. So I cleaned it up, got that little kind of draggy edge to it. I'm just going to kind of go in and finish blending out that crease a little bit. And I'm going to keep using that pointed Vasanti brush. I think cleaning it up really helped, because for a while there, like, I was just kind of like, this is atrocious. Like, but yeah, so this is the look so far. Definitely, you know, we're going to add to it. I'm going to take the Alchemist palette now from Kat Von D, and I'm going to go in with the green shade, this emerald shade on, where is it? This Sigma E56 shader lid brush. And I'm just going to kind of dip into that color and just pop it on the inner portion. I really like this brush for like inner corner work. I feel like it picks up a lot of color, like more than I would expect it to, and it just deposits it really nicely. So that just kind of brightens up that inner corner. We're also going to bring it down like around the tear duct, but I'm going to wait until I do my concealer and stuff, or like, you know, face products. But yeah, this is basically the eye look from that video. Like I said, I know somebody had asked me to do a kind of like get ready with me or a tutorial on it, but I don't have any way to like edit, so I thought that a live stream would be better. And you know, you can watch it after the fact too, because it's going to be uploaded to my channel. I'm so pleased with this tripod, guys. I'm so excited that it actually works. So yeah, this is the eye look. I am gonna like add some shadow under the brow, like a highlight color, so it's not like, you know, pink all the way up to the brow. But I'm gonna do my face products now, so that it doesn't look as crazy, I guess. I'm gonna keep these brushes out because whatever brushes that I'm using today on my cousin, I'm gonna come home and like wash, you know, obviously after I get home. So these are going to be part of the ones that get washed. I'm going to try and like wash my brushes more frequently because if you are friends with me on Snapchat, you saw how many brushes that I had to wash and it was like a 2-hour affair. Like it was crazy. So for the face, sorry, my like foundation and stuff is behind the tripod. For the face today, I'm thinking of doing a little mixture because I actually talked about this mixture in my favorites video. I'm going to do a mixture of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte and the Naked Skin from Urban Decay. You can see my bra right there. But I'm first going to use the e.l.f. What is this? Luminous Matte Primer. This is not like my all-time favorite primer, but I have been using it a lot lately, mainly just because I have it, so why not? But yeah, I don't know. It smells like baby lotion or something. Like it smells like a baby. But like I said, it's not my favorite. Probably won't be repurchasing it when I run out of it. But I just thought that when I made that e.l.f. order, the idea of a primer that was luminous and mattifying sounded interesting. But I don't really notice anything crazy with it, so I don't know. So there's my primer. I'm actually going to use a sponge. So I need to go get my sponge wet. I'm just going to be using this one from Ulta. So I will be right back because I'm going to go get my sponge wet. Okay. So I got my sponge. I'm going to take probably 2 or 3 pumps of the Naked Skin on the back of my hand. And then a little bit of the L'Oreal Infallible. This is like my favorite like drugstore foundation. Like, scratch that. Probably favorite foundation just in general. It's a really nice formula. And I'm actually just going to take maybe the end of one of these makeup brushes. I'll just use one of the ones I have to wash and just kind of mix it together. And I feel like I get a really good shade match from the two of these. Why waste any of it, right? So I normally just dot it all over my face, just like this. And then go in with the sponge and just really start to blend it out. And this is a really nice sponge. You can get these in duos from Ulta. I have some white ones, and then they must have redone them to be pink, probably to be like dupes for the Beauty Blender. But no, I think they're really nice. They're like 10 bucks for a duo. They're not like the best sponge I've ever used. I feel like that award goes to the Flower Beauty sponge that I just talked about. At least for now. I'm not a big like fan of the Beauty Blender, mainly because of the price for what it is, but I can get by with these dupes just fine. Okay. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? Are you big fans of the Beauty Blender? Do you use a brush for your foundation? Because I'm kind of into that too lately. I go back and forth, you know, like whether I like to use a brush for it or, you know, whether I like to just use a sponge. I was never in the camp of, oh, let's just use my hands, you know? I don't understand how people do that, but yeah. I think my sister, she doesn't wear makeup, really. If she does, she just wears, like, concealer. But she tends to put the concealer, like, all over her face as a foundation sort of thing. But I think she just uses her hands, which I'm like, you gotta get a brush, girl. So yeah, I know the foundation looks kind of white on camera. It's not nearly as noticeable in person. I'm not really sure why. But we'll definitely be, like, bronzing and things like that. So don't worry about that. I know you guys were so worried. But, yeah. What should we talk about, you guys? Because, you know, it's kind of fun to, even though I know there's probably, like, you know, maybe only one person watching. Actually, there is one person watching. But even though I know there's, like, not really anybody watching right now, it'll be kind of fun, or it's kind of fun to, like, you know, get ready and just hang. I used to do this all the time on YouNow, kind of like a morning get ready with me. I kind of liked those days. I kind of miss that. Maybe I should go back to that sometime. But yeah, it was kind of fun. We got to, like, hang and people got to, like, do their makeup together and just chat about products and things like that. But the thing is, I've never done this on my phone before, so I don't know if, like, if a comment comes in or something, if it'll pop up, like, on my phone or what. The thing that I did the ventriloquist makeup on, thank you for the thumbs up, whoever thumbsed it up. When I did the ventriloquist makeup thing for Halloween, I used my computer so I could see everything. But I don't really know how this works on a phone. So, we're about to find out. But, yeah. So, everything's pretty much covered. I'm just going to finish doing my schnoz. But, yeah. I don't know, you guys. I'm kind of nervous. I'm trying. Okay. My stream cut out again. I don't know why that is, because I'm on some pretty solid Wi-Fi. But it's alright. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I should do for my cousin's makeup thing. Clearly, I like to go more full glam, and she wants to do more, like, natural or neutral, you know. I'm thinking about bringing the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, for sure. Maybe the Tartlet palette, and possibly the Lorac Unzipped Gold palette, just for maybe, like, a pop of gold or something. She said her theme was kind of, like, more blue, so I'm guessing she maybe has, like, a blue shirt or something that she's wearing. I don't know. So then I'm going to use the NARS, what is this? Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is in the shade Creme Brulee. I actually have hit jar on it. So that's exciting. And I'm going to take a Sigma, what is this? P86 precision tapered brush and just get in there to pick up some of the product and go underneath the eyes. It's so nice. All my brushes are nice and clean. Like, it's so good. But I apologize if anyone's commenting and I can't see it. I don't know how it shows up on the phone. If it just pops up on the screen or what, but so yeah. So I'm just gonna take this, kind of go under the eyes with it. You know, just your usual stuff. I do like this concealer, but I kind of miss my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. That one was the bomb, and I'm pretty sure it might actually even be cheaper than this concealer. So I'm definitely going to be going back to Tarte Shape Tape after I finish this one. But it's nice to try out new things once in a while, right? Very bad. Oh, I love how it just pops that up on the YouTube thing. So I'm going to go underneath the eyes, chin, and the center of the face. Okay. I look crazy, but it's going to be okay. So then I'm going to take my sponge and just go in and blend everything in. So, yeah, I do like this concealer. I think it covers very well. The color is like almost my skin tone, so it's not as like highlighty as I think I would want. You know how some people like to like go super bright under the eyes. This one, I maybe should have gotten a different shade because I like to go kind of bright under the eyes. But yeah. So we're just gonna blend that in. So yeah, I actually did wind up, I know we were talking about this, but then I think it got disconnected or something. I actually did join that gym that I went to yesterday in that vlog. It was kind of nice to have my friend there. We did like 30 minutes on the treadmill, which went by like super fast. Like we were just chit-chatting and things like that, and then, you know, by the time I looked down, it was like, oh, your 30 minutes is complete. And then we did some weights. Gonna be looking swole. I think that's what the kids say these days. Like an old grandma. And then we wound up doing like 10 minutes on the elliptical, and I was breaking a sweat. Like, I was feeling like drips on my forehead. I was just like, the fuck? I know, like, people obviously want to be drippy when they go to the gym. That's not normally my thing. I don't like to feel sweaty. Like, even right now, I'm like, I feel kind of hot, or like I'm getting kind of sweaty. I feel like I should turn the fan on, but I know it's gonna like blow powder in my face. This is the Coty Airspun, by the way. But yeah, I was dripping. But I actually really liked the weight part. I know, my boyfriend lifts a lot of weights. He's big into that. And, yeah. I was really all about it. Worked that butte. That little machine where you like sit and then you push your legs against like a plate type thing. I love that, but my thighs were killing. I don't even remember the weight that I set it at. Probably too much for just like starting out. I got a free shirt when I joined. It's actually sitting right behind me. But yeah, and I actually, like I said, I got the, there's like a cheaper membership you can get where it's like just the workout stuff. And then there's one that you can get where it's like a little more expensive, but you can get like free tanning, free massages, free or like unlimited amount of guests that you can bring, which I thought was kind of cool. So yeah, that's the one that I signed up for, and that's the one my friend has. So it's like we can go tanning together, we can get massages together. So yeah, and I was telling my dad, I was just like, I want to get massaged at all times of the night, like, or not night, all times of like the day, because it's like the gym is open 24 hours. So if I like woke up one day, sorry, I'm grabbing my brow pencil. If I woke up one day and wanted a massage, I could just go to the gym. But yeah, everybody likes a good massage. I actually have never been massaged. But yeah. So now I'm going to use, back to the tutorial part of it, I guess. I'm going to use this brow pencil. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Soft Brown. This was actually my mom's brow pencil, which I stole from her a long time ago. She got it because she wanted to do something more with her brows, but she really only used it for the spoolie bit. So I just gave her an old, like, used up brow pencil that had a spoolie on it, because she just wanted the brush part. She doesn't really like her brows, like, filled in, kind of like I do. She goes for the more natural look, and I go for the more full-on glammed at all times look. But yeah. So, and I mean, this is kind of nice. I can see why people do like swear by the Brow Wiz or whatever, but after this one is done, I do not think that I'm gonna get another one. Like the L'Oreal, the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer or whatever works just as good as this and is probably like a third of the price. So definitely gonna be going with my L'Oreal brow pencil again, which is actually the one that I gave my mom, like the empty L'Oreal one. And no complaints with that one. I will say, I do have a Rimmel, like, brow pencil thing, that I also have. It's like a legitimate pencil and not like a micro pencil, kind of like this. And that's good too. It's just a little more like an orangey color. This seems to be more of like a true brown shade. I mean, I've gotten away with the Rimmel one. I went through a whole pencil of the Rimmel one and it was fine. But I do like the color of this one a little bit better. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm not really big into brow products. I know that, like, a lot of people swear by their Anastasia stuff, or, you know, they use, like, a ton of different things. I tend to have found a couple things that work for my brows and just, like, stick to them, I guess. So I normally fill them in with the brow pencil, and then, sorry, I'm like rambling on about brow stuff. Then I use the Essence Make Me Brow, which is kind of, I feel like, an unnecessary step, but I still do it just because I have the product. It's like a mini brow mascara thing. It kind of adds a little bit of color to it while also kind of setting the brows down. And I like to use this just in case I maybe missed any spots with the pencil, or maybe just to get a little bit more of a smoother look, because we like to be smooth. So I'm just going to use that in the brows. And this is kind of like a dupe for the Benefit Make Me Brow, I've heard. Or no, Benefit Gimme Brow, I think it's called. I don't know. I've never used it. But that's why I bought the Essence one, because this was like $2 or $3 and the Benefit one is like $20. So, and then I used this Rimmel Brow This Way brow gel. It came in a duo with that pencil I was just talking about. And this is like the final set it down. Set it down, brow. So, yeah. So that's my brows. This one looks like really good, I feel. I'm going to touch up the arch of the other one just a little bit. Okay. So there's that. Then I'm going to take that Pretty Rebel palette once again. If I can figure out what I did with it. Here it is. And on a flat kind of shader brush, I'm going to take the shade Dainty, which is the one that has been hit pan on, and just bring it under the brow as kind of like my highlight. This will also help kind of clean up any of that pink that maybe went too far up. So, just I have a farty sounding chair. So, despite what you may believe, I'm not farting it up on this live stream. It's just my chair. So yeah, that's gonna, just blend out some of that pink. This is a really nice, before I got my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, I think it's called Tempura, that shade in there, the kind of highlighty shade, is so good. But before I got that palette, this was my go-to brow highlight shade, hence why it's got, pan on it. And before this, it was the Lorac Pro 2, the buff shade. That's really good too. I've used up that shadow the full way. It's just pan now. Okay, so now that my brows are done, I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara. I'm going to take my little e.l.f. lash curler. And ooh, shit. I'm going to take my e.l.f. lash curler and pinch my eyelid. That's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes. Looks kind of crazy, probably, to anybody who doesn't do this. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about if lash curlers actually do anything. Because I use a lash curler sometimes, and then I don't, and I really don't feel like I see that much of a difference. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, or Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is where I'm going to get super close into my mirror, so you might not be able to see me for some of it. But, I tend to be kind of a perfectionist about my lashes, so it takes a little bit of work. So, yeah. So there's that. There's one coat there. Now I'm going to kind of let that dry and do the other side. I have American Dad on in the living room. And I'm just like listening to it as I do this. That's like all I watch these days are like those like adult cartoon shows like Archer, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers. I mean, I watch a couple other things, but for the most part, because I work at night, like I work until like 10 o'clock at night, when I come home, that's like all that's on like Adult Swim and stuff. And I feel like that's all I watch. That stuff and like vet shows. Like I am in love with freaking Dr. Pol on National Geographic Wild. I love that show. He's such a sweet like vet and I think he's just so cool. If you've never seen the show, it's like a show about, you know, what goes on in a vet's office and the different clients that they have and trying to save the animals and stuff. But the vet, Dr. Pol, is like this like old man from the Netherlands who now lives in Michigan and like he's just a really cool vet and I think he's so nice and sweet. But I'm super into it. Alrighty guys, I'll stop futzing around with these lashes because I'm sure you want to get onto, you know, the more fun stuff of the look. And they look good. So, yeah. So yeah, I really liked, there's a lot of vet shows that I like. For a while there, they had Aloha Vet, which is like kind of the same concept, but about a vet that lived in Hawaii. That vet actually passed away a couple years ago, so they don't air that show anymore. But they also have, Dr. Jeff, Rocky Mountain Vet, which I also love. There was a really long time where when my dog first hurt her leg that I was like, we need to take her to Colorado to go to Dr. Jeff because his whole thing is like providing vet care at like lower rates for people that can't really afford it or like, you know, no nonsense vet care. So it's like a little bit cheaper. So yeah, and then there's a girl vet. I think she's like an Alaskan vet. I don't watch her that often. If she's on, I will, but it's not like she's like one of my favorites, like Dr. Pol. So yeah. Anyway, back to this look. I'm gonna brush off this powder that I have on, because, yeah. So I'm gonna take this e.l.f. tapered highlighting brush. This is like my go-to brush for wiping off bake and stuff. And then I'm going to take my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Luminous Light. You can see that I use this a lot because I've hit pan on it. And I'm just going to go in with some of this powder and just go ahead and start brushing off the bake. So this powder adds like a little bit of glow to the skin in a pretty natural way. So even though I like to be mattified, I feel like just adding a little bit of powder onto your brush when you wipe off your like baking powder really helps. Sorry, excuse me. So yeah. But no, what are your guys' favorite shows? Like I said, all I tend to watch is like Family Guy and stuff. And then also like vet shows. I've gotten into like Intervention and Hoarders lately because that's what's on during the day a lot when I'm home. And then, what else do I watch? That 70s show. Oh my god, that 70s show is on like all day, every day on Comedy Central. And I love it. That's like one of my favorite shows. That show makes me so jealous that I don't have like a friend group like in that show where they just hang out all the time in like one of their friends' basements. Pretty much like live at one of their friends' house. Like I always wished that I had a friend group like in that 70s show. I mean, and it's not too late. Who knows? Like, but I mean, I've always liked that show. That's a good show. Okay, so now that the bake has been kicked off, oh my god, look at how white my face looks compared to my body. Like, it doesn't look that dramatic in person, but on the camera, it's just like, whoa. Like, I'm gonna take this makeup wipe off my lips. And then, where's my chapstick? Where's the chapstick? There it is. I'm just gonna pop some chapstick on while I do everything else. Okay. So now, I'm gonna take this eye pencil. This is from Rimmel. It's the, I don't even know, Scandalized pencil. I've had this for freaking ever. It says it's good for 30 months. So I feel like I'm still in that like range of time. Who knows? I don't even remember when I got this. But I'm so close to being to the end that, I mean, it's even to the point where the lead has like a hole in it. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to use it under, or like in my waterline. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to take, where is it? It's a brush from Luxie. Here it is. It's the Luxie Flat Definer brush. And just kind of smudge out that black liner. Just like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. There we go. So there's that. Then I'm going to just, well, I'll keep that out. I'm going to keep out like any brush that needs to get washed. I'm going to go back into that Pretty Rebel palette and on like a more fluffier flat brush, like this one's not as thin as the other one was. I'm going to take that Totally Fetch shade or the hot pink and just kind of go over that liner. So, yeah. And I really like the combination of that black and pink together. Makes kind of like a cool, like, purpley shade. I don't know if you can really tell. But, yeah. There we go. I think this is so pretty. Like, this is coming together so nicely. I love this look. Like, that pigment on the lid is like one of my favorite kind of colors. Like, I really hope that Kat Von D like comes out with more shades in this same pigment formula. And because normally I don't even like loose pigments normally. I would much prefer a pressed shadow. But I just think it's so pretty. And then finally, I'm just going to go back into the Alchemist palette and take that green shade that we used in the inner corner and just carry it down to the like lower inner corner. This color reminds me so much of the NYX prismatic shadow in Mermaid. I tend to use that a lot as well. It's like a nice, like, tealy color. I actually have it right here. It's a nice, like, iridescent teal color. And I love to use this in the inner corner, like, over neutral shadows. Like, I'll use it in the inner corner and kind of carry it up. So pretty. I have this look that I do with the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette, where I take like a golden shade, pop it on the lid, and then carry up that shade over it, and it just gives it a really like cool iridescence to it. What can I say? I love shiny things. So yeah, so now that those inner corners are popping, I'm going to take some CoverGirl Total Tease mascara. You could use the other mascara, like the Lash Paradise. I just like the little brush on here. It makes it really easy to get the lower lashes. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the lower ones. So yeah, I really hope you guys like enjoy this live stream kind of thing. I know I always want to like listen to a like YouTube or something while I'm doing my makeup. And sometimes it's hard to find like longer videos that you don't have to like every 5 minutes like just switch to a different video. So hopefully because of the length of this one, it's going to be nice to just like sit down and do your makeup, chill out, or like, you know, and just listen to a video. Oh my god. These little freaking balm, like these things that I get in Ipsy, I have them in this drawer and they always slide back and mess up all the drawers. Ooh. Okay. So, now that the eyes are done, let's kind of like sculpt out this face because I feel like it looks really white and really flat looking. So let's fix that, shall we? So I'm going to take the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I love this bronzer. It's my favorite one. And I'm going to take, where's my brush? Where's my brush? Da, 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 da. I can't find my brush. Seriously though, where's my bronzer brush? Did I leave it in the kitchen? There it is. Alrighty. So I'm gonna just tap my brush into this bronzer. I've been thinking of wanting to like repress this bronzer because it's kind of hard to pick up the product when it's all on the side, but we'll see. And I'm just gonna blend this bronzer out onto the forehead and basically just like all over the face. I tell you, I was washing this brush. This brush was the grossest thing. It took me like 4, bouts of shampoo on this thing to actually get it clean because of all the bronzer that was inside of it. My brushes were disgusting. And if I know that if I wasn't doing my cousin's makeup today, I would have just put off cleaning my brushes again. So the fact that I'm actually doing her makeup made me wash my brushes finally. They were disgusting. It was so gross. But yeah. I don't know. I always put it off. Like I said, it took me literally like 2 hours to do all of them. And I literally brought a chair to the sink. Gosh, my stream keeps like disconnecting. I'm really gonna be interested to see how this like turns out on YouTube, if it's just like a bunch of like pauses and stuff. But yeah. So I normally just blend out my bronzer over pretty much the places that I contour, but I'm not as precise about it as I would be with contouring. So just kind of all over bronziness. I am going to turn my fan on, just like on like a low setting, because I'll be sweating. Hopefully that's not too loud for you. That's the lowest setting that it goes, so. Alright. Then I'm going to take my Anastasia contour kit. I'm definitely bringing a different contouring thing to my cousin's house because this one looks disgusting. You can see 3 of the pans are gone, like used up. This one I'm going to be finishing, and then these 2 here are like way too dark for me. The contouring shade is too orangey, and this one is like kind of gritty and looks like it's maybe expired. So, because I've definitely had this palette past the appropriate time for, you know, expiration. So I'm going to use this Real Techniques contour brush, all nice and clean, and I'm just going to dip into that middle shade that has the pan on it. That is such a good, like, normally because my brushes were so dirty, it would look like super muddy and just not good. But because they're clean, then I'm just going to take this along the jawline. But yeah. Oh my god, you guys, we hit an hour. Woo. You know what that means? That means I spend way too much time doing my makeup. But it's kind of like relaxing for me. Like, this is like a fun, like, I could sit and play with my face and like do different looks for hours. So it's like kind of just a way to just chill. Okay, so that's done. Then I'm going to take this little eye brush from Royal Langnickel. this is my favorite brush for doing my nose. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. But it's so weird. I never used to really contour my nose at all, but now that I've started doing it, I like cannot not do it, you know? Like my look feels incomplete if I don't contour my nose. But I have pictures of like when I first started like learning how to do it. And like there's some days where it didn't know this one was live. Oh, hi. Yeah, I have been live for a while. Somebody asked me, I feel like it might have even been you. But I don't know. Somebody asked me on my favorites video to do a tutorial on the look that I was wearing in it. But I don't have any kind of like software to do tutorials or like to edit anything. So I thought, why not do a live get ready with me type thing, and if you guys like it, maybe I'll do more of them sometime. So don't worry, because this live stream tutorial, I guess, you couldn't see the makeup look. Oh no. But it's gonna be uploaded onto my channel. So if you missed it, you can watch it. Oh, okay. I getcha. I apologize for being like, oh, you couldn't see it. What? Did not know that, but that's cool. I mean, do you have a service dog? Because that would be, if I was blind, I would definitely want a service dog, just because I love my dogs. But yeah. See, I am much more of a dog person. Like, I like cats. I've actually, like, cat sat, I guess you could say, for my uncle's cats while they were out of town and stuff. And they're, like, super cute. Like, I love his cats. But I don't know if I could see myself, like, owning a cat. I feel like I only would own one if I had no way to have a dog. Like, if I lived somewhere where you could only have cats, then I would definitely get a cat, just because I like pets. But I don't think I could ever see myself just owning a cat, like. So, yeah. So now I'm going to put on some blush. Let me figure out what one I'm going to do. I think, yeah, I bet it is pricey, because you got to have it, like, specially trained and stuff, and, you know, it's a big deal. But I'm going to take the e.l.f. blush in Pink Passion, this kind of, like, hot pink blush, and pop it on my cheeks. Where is the brush that I'm looking for? Okay, there it is. Just kind of on this, like, angled brush, and just pop it on my cheeks. But no, that's kind of something that I think would be fun to do, would be to, like, train a service dog puppy, or, like, you know how people, like, before they become service dogs, they have to, like, somebody kind of fosters them or trains them to become, you know, the service dog. I just feel like I would not want to give it up. That's kind of how I feel about, like, fostering a dog. Like, you know, now that my dog has passed away and things like that, I really want to get another dog. My family is not, you know, with me on that. They kind of want to experience life without a dog for a while. But I would be, like, totally down to, like, have another dog. Like, I'm so jealous of people that I see that, like, you know, out walking their dogs or things like that. Like, I'm like, oh, I want to be you. Like, so for a while there, I was like, oh, we should, like, consider maybe fostering a dog. But I think my problem would be I wouldn't want to give it, like, back to the shelter, or, like, if somebody wanted to adopt it, like, I would want to just keep it as my own dog. Therefore, we should just adopt a dog, you know? But I did say, and, like, it's kind of difficult since I live at home, you know? I don't live on my own. But I did say there's, like, one breed of dog, a Bernese Mountain Dog, that if I ever were to see that there was one at my local shelter, I would go out and get it. Because that is my dream dog. Like, no, actually that's me. My dream dog was my own dog that I had. But if there was another dog I could want, it would definitely be a Bernese Mountain Dog. And, like, if I ever saw that there was one, like, available needing a home, I would be down for it. So now that we have our blush on, my last step is highlighter, which is the best step of a makeup look. Well, actually, it's the second last step because I gotta still put my lips on. But I'm gonna use the Alchemist palette once more. And I'm actually, I think, gonna take the green shade and use it as my highlight, which I've done before, and I really did like it. So let's do it again. And I'm just gonna take this Real Techniques setting brush as my highlighter brush. I think, since I'm not, like, you know, going to work or anything, let's be a little crazy, huh? Let's be a little crazy. I don't know if you can really pick that up on camera, but I am trying to just, like, you know, pack it on a little bit. I think that looks kind of cute, actually, with the pink blush. I don't know. What do you guys think? So, yeah. Just gonna pack that on. I am gonna use a different highlighter for the, like, center of the face, just because I feel like having green. Time to say, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pink and green. I think it looks kind of cute. And it's kind of like a little bit of something, like, unexpected, I feel, you know? I'm telling you, though, I am in love with this Alchemist palette. I use it all the time for, like, you know, the inner corner of the eye, the face. And I think all the colors, like, are really nice on the face. Like, even the purple and the blue and the green, you know, like, I feel like even though they're weird colors, I think they look really nice on the face. I mean, I could literally just sit here and build it up for hours, like, but I'm not gonna do that because that's crazy. But yeah. So now that that's done, I don't know if you can really see it much at all, but I'm just gonna take, where's that brush? The brush that I used for my blush, and just kind of blend the two together a little bit. Oh, I love that palette. I have that as well. I love the, like, that was probably one of the first kind of, like, crazy highlighters I ever got, the purple shade in here. I just think that's so cool. The only shade that sucks in this palette is this yellow shade. Like, what is that? That's nothing. Like, but yeah, other than that, like, weird bright yellow shade, the other colors in here are so good. And I have to remember to keep using this. Because, like, I don't know. I get new stuff, and then I just, you know, forget about the older stuff sometimes. It's the yellow shade on the row that has the 4. So like the smaller pan of yellow. I don't know. It doesn't work for me. It's kind of like dry and like chalky feeling. Like that's the only shade in this palette that I know for a fact will not get used because it's just not good. But yeah. So there's that. So yeah, I was actually gonna I'll actually use this palette for like my nose and center of the face highlights because why not? So I'm gonna take probably this lighter shade, like the 3rd bigger pan, and just dip into it with my brush and just carry it down the nose, the chin. Yeah, these are really good powders. I always forget about these. I really should bust this palette out more often. I'm going to pop it a little bit over the brow as well. I'll probably even bring this palette today from my cousin's shoot because it gives you a lot of colors. A lot of them are super wearable. Obviously, probably not the purple for her engagement shoot. But these 3 big colors are super wearable. I'm going to bring this today. I'm going to feel like a real makeup artist with my fancy palettes and stuff. So yeah. So that's the look. I'm just going to set it with some setting spray and then we'll do the lips. So this is the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. I need to get a new one. Maybe I'll stop at the store and get a new one before I go to the shoot because I clearly don't have a lot left. But yeah, this is like my favorite setting spray. It's super inexpensive. And I feel like it works just as good as the like Urban Decay one that everybody loves. So yeah, so that's super good. Let me just try and find, what did I do with that? Oh, this is actually the stuff that I wore when I did the look before. So I'll just use the same stuff again. Okay. God, I'm so sniffly now. That's what happens when you have a fan just blowing in your face. So I'm going to take the MAC lip pencil in Whirl and line my lips. Just so you know, I feel like I'm very high maintenance with my lips because I use like 4 products for one lip look, but I really like it. There we go. There we go. I should have actually wiped off the chapstick that I put on, but it's okay. There we go. Then I'm going to take the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Celebrity Skin. Regardless of what you think about Jeffree Star, I love his like liquid lipstick formula. I think they're really nice. I actually do want to get a couple from the summer collection, like the Chrome collection. I have not tried Black Moon. I really want to, though. The colors look so cool. Like, they look so glittery and fun. But did you guys hear that ColourPop is coming to Sephora? I think that's really cool. I know, I'm super excited. And I love the fact that they're keeping their prices the same. Like, I was kind of thinking at first, like, oh, they're going to go up in price just because they're at Sephora. But apparently they're keeping their prices the same, which is awesome. But I hope they bring it, I hope it's one of those brands that they bring to stores and not just online, because I really think it'd be cool to like swatch everything and like, you know, be able to actually try stuff out before you buy it. That's the one like kind of issue I have with ColourPop, just because, I don't know, I want to like see if it looks good or see if I have anything that looks similar in my own collection, you know? So I'm gonna let this lipstick dry a little bit. I really think it looks nice. I did overdraw it a little bit, but I really like when my lips look like big. So I'm gonna use this lipstick from Maybelline. This is the Blushing Beige shade. This was from some nude collection that they had, but it's kind of like my own little dupe for MAC's Myth. I used up an entire tube of Myth, and I wound up turning it into back to MAC, and I was gonna use my like back to MAC points or whatever to get another tube of Myth, but I realized I had this in my collection, so why would I do that? So this is what the shade looks like, and I'm just gonna pop it in the center of the lips. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I do really like that they are keeping the prices the same for ColourPop. I also heard this morning that Lily Lashes, which is also like an Instagram or like online brand, is also coming to Sephora. So I don't know how into false lashes you are, or like, you know, I'm not really into, I mean, I'll wear them if it's like a special occasion, but I never wear them like every day. But if you are into them, that's another brand that's coming. And I follow Jeffree Star on Snapchat, and he said there's also like 2 other brands. I think Lily Lashes was probably one of them. So maybe like one other brand that is like an indie or like Instagram brand that is also coming to Sephora. So we'll see. Maybe the next one will be released tomorrow, because, you know, it was like ColourPop yesterday, Lily Lashes today, and then maybe there's something tomorrow. So yeah, then the last step for the lips, because like I said, I'm pretty high maintenance, I feel, is lip gloss. This gloss is from MAC. This is from their Alluring Aquatics collection, and it's in the shade Water Deities. It's just a nice nude gloss. I'm just gonna... So yeah, I feel like this combination makes my lips look like pow, like right in your face. So yeah, this is the look from that video. I'm still gonna stay on live a little bit. I'm gonna pack up some stuff for my cousin's shoot or whatever, so we can still like talk and hang out and stuff. But here we go. That makes the lighting a little bit better, I guess. We can still like hang out and stuff. I'm gonna be doing other stuff. So yeah. Let me grab my train case. I haven't used this in like a super long time, since I was living at school. But this is the makeup case that I used to, this used to hold my entire makeup collection. Can you believe that? Like, I look at this now and I'm like, there's no way. Like, even coming home from college for the weekend, like, this barely held what I needed it to for the weekend. But, yeah, it's just crazy to me that now it's like a 4-drawer system, and, like, there's palettes that sit out on my desk and other drawers that are also on my desk, like, just a crazy amount of stuff, you know? Yeah. It's crazy to me that this used to hold my entire collection, like, everything. It's just weird. So I think first what I'm going to pack is obviously the Strobe of Genius palette for highlighting for my cousin. Also, like I said, I'm going to pack the Lorac Gold palette. She said that her theme, I think she's wearing, like, a blue shirt, or, like, her theme is blue, but she wants more of, like, a neutral kind of look. So I think I'm going to pack the Lorac Unzipped Gold palette just because of all these really pretty, like, shimmery gold shades. And then I think I'm also going to pack the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, which is kind of like a go-to neutral palette. And then, I don't know, maybe the Naked 2 Basics, because that's kind of more of a cool toned palette, and it's all like matte shades. I think that should be all that we need, especially since my cousin, like, barely wears makeup to begin with. I feel like she's not going to want her engagement photos to be just, like, crazy. I don't know how I feel about the Naked 2 Basics. I got it because I liked how different the shades were. I felt like the Naked Basics, like the original, it was like a bunch of, like, white shades, a brown, and a black. Whereas I liked the kind of variation in these colors that you could definitely tell that they all were different. But I don't use this as much as I thought that I would. You can see that there's, like, some dips in the pans, and, like, one of them even has a, like, you know, a hit pan or whatever. But I don't use this as much as I thought that I would when I bought it. I think if I could turn back time, I don't really know if I would purchase this. I mean, it's kind of cool to have it in my collection, like, as a collector or whatever, but as far as just, you know, solid use, I don't know. Use it for volunteer. Yeah, I mean, it's good for neutral looks. I'm also more of, like, a warm tone color person for the most part, which, knowing that, I don't know why I bought the Naked 2 Basics when they're all more cool toned. But I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. So for primer, my thing is, I don't think my cousin's gonna want, like, super long wearing makeup, only because, I mean, it's just a photo shoot and then she'll probably be taking it off. Her photo shoot's at, like, 6 o'clock at night as well, so it's not like she needs it to last, like, all day. So I think I'm gonna bring the Cover FX mattifying primer. It's a small tube as well, so it'll fit really easily in this train case. Then I'll probably bring, for foundation, maybe, I know she has her own foundation, but I think I'll bring the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte as well. And also the Essence I Heart Stage eyeshadow base. Just for that. I wanted to make sure I brought the eyeshadow base because you can use foundation for your base, but I'm not about that life. I like an actual product that says it's going to keep your shadow on, you know? Then I'm trying to, like, go through the steps. Okay, so for concealer, my cousin is kind of, like, less tan than I am. Like, she's more paler. So I think I'm going to bring this Trace Steak concealer crayon that I got from Ipsy. It's a lighter shade. So I'll pack this, and then just in case, I'll bring maybe the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I did her makeup once before. I'm trying to think of like what I used because it's been a while. I'll probably bring the Bye Bye Under Eye because I feel like my NARS one might be too dark for her. So we'll do that. Then maybe we will bring brow stuff. I don't know if she's going to want her brows done or even if my brow products are going to be too dark for her. I don't know. That's the thing. I have no, like, no formal training or anything in, like, being a makeup artist or whatever. I just think that, like, you know, makeup is fun. And so I'm kind of scared to do her makeup for such an important thing because, like, what if it doesn't turn out right, you know? Yeah, I should. Or I should at least, like, kind of remember the stuff that I'm bringing for next time. The thing is, I normally tend to, like, shoot down a lot of opportunities to do people's makeup. I tend to just be like, no, like, you know, I don't really want to, or I don't think it's going to be good. I think I'm going to stick this highlight in there as well. This is the Laura Mercier Baked Matte Radiance Powder in Highlight 01. This is a powder. I did her makeup for a wedding that she was standing up in, or at least like taught her how to do her own makeup for that. And this is a really nice highlight for somebody that wants to be highlighted, but not like crazy, you know what I mean? Like not over the top, you know, super shimmery. So I think I'll bring that. I'm also gonna bring, where is it? Because I don't want to bake her under eye just because I don't want like any kind of a white cast or anything. My thing is I don't know if this is going to actually give her a white cast as well, but I'm going to bring this HD powder. This is the NYX Banana Powder. I think it will be okay just for setting the under eye and not for anything super crazy. Is it HD powders and HD stuff? Is that the stuff that like won't give you a white cast, or will it? Do you know? Does anyone know? Because somehow I feel like the HD stuff might be the stuff that gives you like a white cast under the eyes when you're on film. I've never had that happen to me, but also I've never been like properly photographed while I've been wearing like a ton of makeup, so I don't know. I just don't want to do her makeup and then have her pictures get done and she's like a ghost under her eyes, you know? But yeah, the NYX HD Finishing Powder in Banana, that's what I normally set my under eye with. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to bring for her, but if it gives her a white cast, then obviously I'm not going to do that. So I'll have to look that up. But, yeah. I'm trying to think here. We'll bring the Kat Von D setting powder as well. Just because, or just to set her face. If worse comes to worse, I could always use the Kat Von D powder under the eyes. But I would kind of like to use the banana powder just because it's more brightening. Oh my gosh. Never knew it would be this much of a struggle to figure out what I'm going to use. I know she has her own mascara, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bring this, or these two blushes. Bella Bamba from Benefit. This is just like a classic kind of pink blush. And then Luminoso from Milani. This gives you a little bit more of like a glow. And I think that might be pretty with a more neutral look. For contouring, I was going to bring my Shade and Light contour palette. You know what? Actually, I don't need to bring the HD one because this has powders in here for like highlighting under the eyes. I think I'll just set with this powder from the Shade and Light palette under the eyes. So that solves that problem. Okay, so we have Sorry about my chair, by the way. It's just squeaking away. We have bronzer. This is a matte bronzer from Maybelline. The Maybelline Master Bronze powder. I'll probably stick that in there as well. I don't know, you guys. Okay, so we have primer, we have foundation, we have concealer, we have bronzer, we have blush, highlight, powder. I feel like the face part is done. The eyes, we have shadow primer, we have the palettes. She has her own mascara. Liner. Liner's what we need. These freaking acrylic drawers, man. They get stuck every which way. I'll probably bring this Urban Decay one because I like the brown shade in there. And then I'll bring a liquid liner. I don't think we're going to do liquid liner, but just to have it on me. And then I'll bring a black liner just in case. And the Wonder Pencil. Sorry, I'm like mumbling to myself. This is probably not like a fun live stream anymore. This is probably like, the fuck is she talking about? So yes, we have liners now. Okay, so I think the only thing we need left is lip colors. So I'm thinking if she's going more neutral, we'll bring like a neutral lip color, and then we'll also bring like maybe a brighter one. Let's see. This Bite Beauty one, this rhubarb color, that's a really nice color. I've been loving this lately. It's kind of just like your dusty rose kind of pinky shade. So we'll throw that in there. The thing is, once I find out what she's like wearing and, you know, all that, that'll really help decide where the look is gonna go, you know? I think I'm gonna also bring this Makeup Forever lipstick. This is just a little bit lighter of a pink. Let's see, we can do something a little bit peachier. So maybe like, I don't know, maybe like this Dose of Colors lipstick. That'd be kind of pretty, I think. That's like a liquid lipstick, so it'll stay. And then I guess maybe for like a nude kind of color, we'll do... I'm trying to like picture my cousin's like skin tone and stuff just to like have a image of it in my head, but it's not working out so well. For like a nude shade, maybe we'll do... Oh, where's MAC Cream Cup? Because that's a good pinky shade for everybody. By the way, this is the color that I got at the free lipstick day. I don't know how I feel about it. I haven't actually used it for anything other than just like trying it on. I really need to find like a better way to organize these lip colors, because right now they're all just like freely rolling about in this drawer. That's kind of a nice color, this Buxom one. It's kind of chunky though. Not in like a bad chunky way, but like, I don't know. Here's a nice nude gloss. We can pack that in case she wants a glossy look. I'm trying to find... What am I trying to find? That's the question. I feel like a red might be too overwhelming for her and her skin tone, so we're not even going to bring like a red color. Oh yeah, cream cups. That's what we were trying to find. I don't wear that lipstick hardly ever. Like, made to order. That's that one. It might not even be in here. It might be in my backup lip color area. But that, like, MAC cream cup is just a nice, like, light pink. Let me see. Yeah, it is in here. Yeah, this is just like a nice, like, lighter pink shade. And then I guess for a nude, we'll just bring... For a nude, maybe we'll just bring Celebrity Skin, because this is my, like, go-to nude these days. So, we'll pack that Maybelline one. And maybe some lip liners we'll do. Neither have I. I never use cream cup. Like I said, it was in my backup lip color area. Like, you know, colors that I don't really use that often, I'll put it in the backup area. I never use this shade, and I don't know why, because it's like a nice everyday pinky shade. I actually think it'll look really good on my cousin. So if that is the case, I might just end up giving it to her because I never use it and I want somebody to love it, you know? But I actually bought it off of a recommendation from some girl on YouTube that I used to be really into back in the day. Her name is I Am Malene, and she does still do YouTube, but her YouTube is less about makeup these days and more about like her weight loss journey and stuff, which is cool and like good for her, but that's not like what I initially signed up for to watch. So I've kind of not been watching her as frequently as I used to. Yay! I should really bust this out sometime, especially like for work and stuff. Like, you know, it's a nice like everyday color. Sorry, I know you don't really want to look at my boobs, but I'm trying to find some lip liners just in case. We'll do like this. Let's see. Okay. So I'm bringing Max Whirl and Max Soar, which are both like nudie pink colors. And then I'm going to bring Milani Spice and NYX Natural. I should probably pack a sharpener too, just in case. Because I could just see one of my pencils breaking and then kind of being screwed. Okay, so I think those are all the things I'm going to bring makeup-wise. I just need to pack brushes now. Because... Why is this not closing? What is going on here? Okay. That's when you know you have too much crap. That's when you know you have too much crap in your train case. Okay. So now that that is packed, I guess I should pack some brushes. I used to have like a brush roll, but I don't think I have that anymore. Oh, I do actually. Look at me being all fancy with my brush roll. Like a legitimate makeup artist. Shoot. So this is actually the brush roll that I got when I ordered brushes from BH Cosmetics. So it looks like this. It's got a nice flap to cover up the brush hairs, or the, yeah. So I'm just gonna start sticking in some brushes. I'm gonna be looking like a real makeup artist. So I'm gonna stick in my contour brush, a bronzer brush, I'll maybe just use the same brush that I used on myself for highlighter. I'll stick that in there as well. Because I'm going to wash these brushes when I wind up getting, or like coming home. So I really don't want to like dirty up a ton of them, seeing that I just washed them all. I'll bring my MAC 217. I'll bring this Luxie. Well, actually no, this Luxie one has pink all over it. But I think it should be fine still. because I just wiped it off. So we'll do that. This Luxie one. We'll bring some flat shader brushes. Those ones I'll bring more like new ones of, because the one I have has like green pigment all over it, and that's going to be a little bit difficult to get out, I feel. So we'll bring 2 of these e.l.f. flat shaders, as well as this Sigma one that I used for the inner corner. We'll bring some blenders. Even though I already have like 2 blenders in here, we'll bring one more. Probably one for like little under the eye accent work. I don't know. I don't know what's necessary. Okay, I think it should be fine. I think it's just going to be like one, you know, a transition shade, a crease shade, and then a lid shade, you know? I'll bring my big powder brush, just, well, that one doesn't fit in here. This freaking, they need to make the Real Techniques brushes, like, smaller, you know? Because, like, smaller around the base. Because there's no way you can fit that in a brush roll. I'll just, well, this one kind of fits. No, it doesn't even fit. The fuck? Where is, will this work? This is a multitask brush. This could be used as a powder brush, I guess. So yeah, we're going to use the Real Techniques multitask brush as a powder brush, because my actual powder brush does not fit in the brush roll. This will be nice for setting under the eye. We'll need maybe a blush brush. We'll just use the one that I used today, because that's a nice angled one. So we have powder, we have highlight, we have bronzer, contour, blush. These are the brushes that I have in here so far. Look at how professional that's gonna look. Shoot. I'm like gonna be so cool. I'm gonna pack a foundation brush just in case. Like, I'm probably gonna wind up using a beauty blender or something on her, but just in case I want to have like a flat foundation brush. I'll see. Well, yeah. We'll do the Sigma F80. F80, that's what it is. And then that'll go there. Look at how professional that is. That's so cool. Everything is like fitting in, coming together. Just dropped my tweezers. And then maybe I'll bring a concealer brush. Again, I want to use, I'll probably wind up using like my fingers for her concealer or like the sponge, but yeah, look at, I feel so professional. Oh my gosh. Got my brushes in this brush roll. I think we'll be fine. I think that's all the brushes we need. The only thing is I just want to go and get more of this NYX spray before. Maybe I'll just stop at Ulta or something, which might be dangerous, but we will be okay. I'm gonna bring my Flower Beauty sponge because so far, if I can find it, I threw it in here. So far that brush, or that sponge, has done me no wrong. It's like one of the best sponges I've ever used. I'll throw the sponges. And I'm also going to bring one of these little mini beauty blender things into here as well. Just in case. So yeah, I think that's going to be all the ones that I bring. I just cannot forget the setting spray, and then we'll be set. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video or this live stream. I hope it turned out okay despite all of the like interruptions from like bad connections or things like that. I'm gonna go. I'm like super sweaty and I need to turn my fan on. But I should probably also run to the store and get more spray so I'm not running late. Going into Ulta back in the day, I go in for 1 or 2 things and come out with about 5 or 6. Exactly! And I'm lucky that the NYX stuff is right by the door so that I can go in, get my spray, and get out, like, you know, so it's not anything crazy. And the NYX stuff applies for that $3.50 off coupon or whatever. So if there's one of those going around, maybe I can get a couple more NYX things because I really want to try their metallic liquid suedes that they just came out with. I do like the NYX liquid suedes, but also I don't know. Like I have 2 of them. I have a red one and then I have like a grayish neutral one. And I like the gray one. The red one's all right. But I really want to try the metallics as well. So I hope they have those in stock because I might pick up one just to see if I like the formula or anything. But I definitely need more spray. And if worse comes to worse, I can always use like the L'Oreal one or the Maybelline one. But the NYX is my go-to. Maybe I'll go to like CVS or something or Walgreens or whatever because that's less dangerous, I feel, than going to Ulta. But yeah. Anyway, I should probably skedaddle out of here. But those coupons are amazing. I used one recently to get a lip scrub and decided to get... Ooh, how did you like the rainbow highlight? Because I have been debating about trying it. Not necessarily just the one from Makeup Revolution, but like Maybelline has one as well now. Along with their Master Chrome one that they just put out. But I've never tried like any rainbow highlighter from any brand. But isn't the rainbow one from Makeup Revolution comes in like a heart shape, kind of like the Too Faced blushes or whatever. But yeah, that one looks really pretty. But yeah. I haven't received... Oh, okay. Well, you'll have to let me know in the comments of like any video, I guess, how you liked it when you get it because I'm excited and I want to try... I kind of want to try one, but then I also at the same time feel like it's kind of gimmicky. I kind of feel like I could pull off the same sort of look with things from the Alchemist palette that I already have. But exclusive purple... Is that the rainbow one from Maybelline, or does Maybelline actually have a purple highlighter? Because the only thing that I have from Maybelline is their Master Chrome one. And it's good, but I feel like I really like the Estee Lauder one better. And they have a similar kind of tone to them. Like, they're both, like, gold. But I tend to use the Maybelline one first, and then I go over it with the Estee Lauder one because I'm not satisfied with the amount of glow that I get off of it. Because I feel like I'm high maintenance. Ooh, I'll have to keep an eye out for the purple one. I haven't seen that. Like I said, I've seen the Master Chrome and the rainbow one. But I'll have to keep an eye out for the purple one from Maybelline. Shoot. I wanted to get the purple one from Wet n Wild. Because I have 2 of the... God, this squeaky chair. It sounds like I'm farting. I have 2 of the Mega Glow highlighters from Wet n Wild. The Crown of My Canopy one, which is a little bit too dark for me. And then the... What is it? Precious Petals one, which is more of the goldy tone. And they're really nice. Like, I do like them. They're not as blinding as people on the internet make it seem to believe. But, yeah, they're nice. I do like them. But I wanted that, like, lavendery purple one from, like, one of their Wet n Wild collections. But I never wound up finding it. God, why am I so, like, sniffly all of a sudden? Shoot. But yeah. Should probably, like, skedaddle on out of here just because I want to, like, do some other stuff before I have to leave. But this was really fun. Maybe I can, like, do more, like, live stream get ready with me's in the future, because I do want to do tutorials and stuff. It's just I don't have the technology to actually, like, produce them. But if I can just do them live and then save them in my channel, that would be awesome. So maybe I'll just do that more often. But yeah, I think that's the one. It's the one they had like a purpley one and then they had like a pink one. And I think the pink one was like Queen of Hearts or something like that. Or Queen of something. But yeah. Yeah, this was fun. It reminds me of my YouNow days, like when I used to do that more often. And I kind of miss that. So maybe I'll do it more often. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here because I have some things to do before I have to leave. I'm gonna probably leave here at like 2:30, and it's, what time is it now? It's almost 1 o'clock. So I have about an hour before I have to leave. So wish me luck on my makeup artist. Ooh, oh my god. Okay, I promise I will stop rambling, but I had some of that green on the green from the Alchemist palette. I had some of the dust on the purple one from the Alchemist palette, so I just kind of like brushed it off with my finger. It made the most gorgeous highlighter on my hand. It's like pretty much a rainbow highlight, or like a purpley green iridescent. It's so pretty. I will definitely have to do that. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna get out of here. This was super fun. And thank you to anybody who came. I know there was like, 1 to 2 people pretty much this whole stream, but it got 2 thumbs up, so that's cool. But yeah, this was super fun. And I will do it again soon. Maybe with a more neutral or like wearable look than this. But regardless, I think this is a really fun look. Let's see if we can maybe get, yeah, there we go. That's more of like a, natural lighting look. This is what it looks like, This side maybe needed a little bit more blending in the crease, but I think regardless, they still look good. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. It was really nice talking to you, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and yeah, bye!